What's up, everybody? How's it going? It's been a weird day over here for me. We'll get into that. There's been a lot going on. That was a little wave that I just surfed this weekend. Figured we'd start up the show, showing you that. Make sure I am actually, I'm online. I'm live. I'm not sure if the chat lady's with us at the moment, but I'm live.
67 asks, what's up?
What's up? I usually there's technical drama before the show. Today there was some life drama. I'm going to get into the ghost visiting me.
22 said, hi, Pete.
Hello. What's going on, everybody? I just realized with the camera over there, the lights are directly in front of me. When I look at those, because I have light perception, that gives me the massive headache. But I can look over at that camera and flip up the glasses and not get a massive headache by looking that way. But anyway, Banana was out doing some errands for us.
Thunderbirdy 22 asks, how are you, Pete?
I'm doing pretty good. But just a few minutes ago, I'd asked her to go out and get some stuff for us. And like the moment she left, my phone starts blowing up with all this local news that there's I don't want to say the word at the start of the show because it'll like think I'm talking about something else, but there was like a threat in my area. Hold on.
Welcome to the Blind Surfer Show.
Look at that. Everything's, I don't want to jinx it. I was about to say everything's working, but I definitely don't want to jinx anything. I also got a brand spanky, fancy new camera directly in front of me. And if for some reason the screen goes black on me today, I need everybody to start like screaming. Like if you have my email, call me. If you have my my like text number, text me. The thing is supposed to be super crisp. I'm supposed to be like cinematic, which is weird for me to. It's so weird doing a visual medium and not being able to like really understand or take part in it. Like I was told that the camera I had was fine, but I was flat. But like, isn't everybody flat like on a screen? I don't really know what that means. It's hard for me to envision. Apparently now I'm not as flat. You can see me better. But anyway, yeah. So Banana is out, and like literally the moment she goes out, and I'm like in the gym, my phone starts blowing up. It's like evacuation warnings, and then I start hearing helicopters circling and all this craziness in the neighborhood. Fortunately, she hadn't gotten to that spot yet. She came back, but like it's just unexpected. The world's gone crazy. That's all I got to say about that. We will get into all sorts of stuff today. Get some phone calls. I do feel like my text lady has decided to go on strike today. Let me flip on over to this and see if she's there. Hello, text lady. Oh, that's interesting. I think I'm gonna have to. Oh, there we go. Skip to current message. Pause TTS. Resume TTS. Repeat message.
SPVR98 says pretty soon.
Pretty soon. I mean, I'm on right now. Skip to current message and repeat the message.
SPVR98 says pretty soon.
So there we go. All right, that's working. I just got to remember to flip the switch when I go over to take some phone calls, which I will do later. So this morning, it's just such a weird thing happened that I just did not. It was very unexpected, and it caught me very off guard, and it like got me very emotional, and then I called Banana immediately. I was like, you won't believe what just happened. Now hopefully not everybody's like not tired of hearing me talk about SuperDog. But like if you've never had a service dog, and if you've never had one pass, it's like an extension of you. It's like another limb. And another thing that like made me so appreciative of SuperDog was the fact that I didn't get him to be a service dog.
At Santa Real Beard says hello, Pete from the North Pole.
Hello from the North Pole, Santa Real Beard.
Says your username did not work.
Whose username did not work? I think he's probably talking to someone else there. How is that coming up? I'm actually not entirely sure how that's even playing. Oh, there it is.
Jerloin says this will have 1K views in less than a minute.
Well, I mean, that would be nice. The Tuesday show has been going crazy, like absolutely crazy on Twitch. Like 2 Tuesdays ago, we had 40,000 viewers. Last Tuesday.
Piece of knowledge says, why did autocorrect change your to your when it was grammatically correct to be your?
I don't know.
Flukefish67 says, are you live on TikTok too?
I am live on TikTok. I'm live on TikTok. I'm live on Facebook.
Says, hope you're having a great day.
I'm having a weird day. I'm live on YouTube and I am live on Twitch. I'm really excited about the growth on Twitch. I'm hoping to get to 300 followers by the end of this broadcast.
Joni BC says hi, y'all.
What up, Joni? Everybody's showing up now.
Bruce says, how is your day going?
Because I started a little bit early.
Ooh.
Hey, thank you for the follow. That sounds like a Twitch follow right there. More of those we can get and see if we can get me up to 300. I'll have 300 on Twitch and 2.5 million on YouTube and 760,000 on TikTok. I'm all over the place. Yeah.
Jimmy 9361
hey, Jimmy.
says favorite food?
Favorite food, ribs. Absolutely love ribs.
Says I personally don't mind you constantly talking about SuperDog. I prefer animals over people, TBH.
Well, thank you. I'm glad because I'm going to tell you a story. I wanted to let everybody know if you're tuning in for the first time.
Says you are my favorite guy. Who is I don't know.
Who is awesome at surfing.
2354 says good evening, Joni.
Good evening, Joni.
At Santa Real Beard says you're a true inspiration.
Thank you, Santa Real Beard.
Blind and loves your content.
Oh, well, thank you, Santa. I appreciate that.
Says when is your next blind unboxing food?
My next blind unboxing.
At ChippyVR98 food. Says Pete, so I have a question.
Yes.
Have you ever did a voice for a SpongeBob trailer?
Are you mocking me?
Says yes. Are underrated.
All right, I gotta get through my thoughts here. So if you're new here, I do listen to the text to speech messages. That's what I have coming up. The robot voice is reading the text-to-speech messages at a very slow pace because I listen to them way faster, but apparently everybody else can't understand that, so I listen to them nice and slow so you guys can all understand them. Yes, I was the voice of a SpongeBob trailer. Yes, I've got new cameras and new angles and new stuff going on tonight. I did set up one of my surfboards over there. I was told last time there wasn't a light on it, and so no one could see it. I don't know if you can see it now. Is there a light on that board over there? I'm not really sure. It's the caution tape board that was made up for me by the people at GoPro. And yeah, this new camera, which I'm hoping is working, is supposed to be making me look sexy. So anyway, I'm going to tell the story. I'll tell the story, and then I'll get back to the check messages. Then I'll get to the calls, and then we'll do all sorts of fun stuff. So SuperDog was my service dog. Wasn't my service dog to begin with, though. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. I think that's the Twitch one. When that noise comes up, I think little Puppy Steve pops up, and that's a Twitch follow. If Skylar pops up, that's a YouTube follow. I appreciate all of them, by the way. I love everybody that wants to follow and listen to my nonsense. I say listen because that's how I consume good content. If you want to watch my content as well, look at that, all you fancy working eyes people. You get to watch me instead of just listen. So I got him in 2012. My eyesight was like bad, but I was still riding a bike. I could still walk around on my own. I could still do all sorts of stuff by myself. But as my vision started to fade, I realized that I needed a little bit of help getting around. So I started independently. I started training SuperDog on how to I was going to have the cane, like pro users either have the dog or the cane. I had the dog and the cane. And he actually, he figured out most of it on his own. He's like, holy crap, he can't see anymore. And so he started guiding me around obstacles, making sure I didn't walk into people. He would, he knew the routes of the places that I wanted to go to. He used to walk me to the vet, basically. I'd be taking him to the vet, but he would walk me to the vet. And, and I lost him in 2022. So he was 10 years, 3 months, 2 days, and I was not ready for it. I didn't know he was sick. I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but it was very quick, very devastating, very unexpected. And I've had a hard time with it ever since. About a year afterwards, I've told this story where I was doing one of those CAPTCHA things, and if you're sighted, you have to move the puzzle piece here, or you have to click on all the boxes that have streetlights. I can't do that, so I do the one that has an audio challenge, and it'll say something completely random, usually he was walking to or a number and a letter, something entirely random. And the one day I needed to do an audio CAPTCHA, it said super. And then a dog barked, and then it said Doberman. And I was like, holy crap. If that wasn't a message, I don't know what was a message, because I was told SuperDog, and when I was losing him, I was like, if you're coming back, you're going to visit, you can't be a ghost. You can't walk in front of me. I'm obviously not going to see that. And, he's like, I know you can't see. And I was like, it has to be something really obvious. And so that CAPTCHA to me felt like a really, really obvious, him saying he's here. So this morning, I'm working on a video that I'm going to post tomorrow. And it circles back to SuperDog. And every time I do a SuperDog video, I usually wear my SuperDog shirt. It has the SD logo with the little Doberman head on it. And that's my kind of thing. Here, this is a video that's going to be about SuperDog. But for this particular video, I didn't want to give away the fact that it was going to be about SuperDog or even about a dog. So I'm walking into the closet and I'm like, I felt like I should be wearing, like anytime I get the opportunity to wear his shirt and to bring up his memory, I feel like I should. But for the sake of the video, I'm like, I don't want to give it away. Maybe I'll do a subtle hint. Maybe I'll wear a dog related shirt. And I turn the corner to walk into the closet and I'm like, I don't know, man. I'm like, are you going to be mad if I don't wear the shirt? I was like muttering that to myself. Like sometimes I talk to SuperDog, call me crazy, but I do. And as I say that, I hear floof in the closet. And I know Banana's not there. I know she's not in the house. She'd already left. She'd gone to work. I'm like, what was that? Now, the SuperDog shirt is one of the first ones in my closet. I have my closet like reasonably well laid out for me, but then I have to feel the shirts to figure out which ones are which. And so I'm like, that was weird. And so I kind of bend down and I run my hand across the ground and I find the shirt on the ground that I was thinking about wearing if I wasn't going to wear the SuperDog shirt. And that is the shirt that I have on right now, dog related, but not SuperDog specific. So I said out loud, are you going to be mad man, if I don't wear the shirt with your logo on it? And this shirt falls off the hanger, lands on the ground, and is like, okay, wear this one. Like, I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm reading, maybe I'm reading stuff into things. He visits me in my dreams a lot. Who knows if that's real or not? I feel like I'm enjoying hanging out with him in my dreams. I think a lot of people have different experiences with people or loved ones or pets that have passed on, and like, who knows if they're real or not? But I've had, I mean, just a couple of experiences at this point that I'm like, that really feels like it really feels like the dude's talking to me. And that was one of those this morning. I called Banana right away. I was like, you will not believe what just happened. And I told her that story. And I felt like that was a total sign. Speaking of dogs, we got one out back screaming his head off right now. That, of course, would be Steve. Let me see if this thing's still, oh, that's what happened. It keeps going into, I need to pause TTS. Resume TTS.
7808 says, hey, beautiful people.
Hey, beautiful people.
You want to Baf says, dude, you're amazing. And honestly, hearing your stories gives me motivation as someone with RP.
Well, that's good to hear. I mean, I had a hard time trying to find inspirational stories when I was a kid, because there was no internet and there was no like local people around for me to look to, and I didn't know anybody that was blind or losing their eyesight, and that was kind of one of the reasons I decided to do the channel. Not like I'm the only person out there doing this, but the more places people can go to find out, like, hey, there's hope, there's possibility, there's people that can work. I was actually going to tell the story today of how I ended up specifically going into voice acting, like why I went into voice acting full time as opposed to
Hen was here said it. Hen was here.
Oh, that lady is working. Huh. I didn't know that the text lady. Oh, you know what? I think the text lady that we just heard is only working on
Hen
TikTok
was here
today.
asks, are you usually open for voice acting when it comes to movies, or does it depend?
Travis
Burks just followed.
Thank you, Travis Burks. I appreciate that. I wonder why
Michael B. Cool B. Michael said, hey.
Hey, what's going on? Am I open?
Michael B. Cool B. Michael just followed.
Oh, thank you very much, Michael B. Colby Michael.
Just followed.
Thank you. I wonder who that one was. And why are
Bikes just followed.
Thank you. Getting a bunch of follows. I appreciate that.
Jasper just followed.
Thank you, Jasper. I wonder what they meant by am I
Mesher
open?
One just followed.
Wow, getting a bunch of follows. That's very exciting. I appreciate
just
that.
Followed.
Well, that's a lot of follows. Look at that. I must be doing
Conway
something right.
15 just followed.
Now I'm turning into one of those. I feel like.
Starzy said dildo.
Oh, thanks. Glad that one came
Caleb
on.
Starn said, hi, how are you?
Appreciate it. The thing doesn't have a filter on it, so that'll happen. I'm literally turning into the stream that I can't stand.
Jimbo Moneybags just followed.
What up, Moneybags? Sometimes I'll go on, like, especially like on TikTok, and I just hear some girl being like, follow me. Oh, thank you. I'm trying to get more followers. And I turn the phone to Banana. I'm like, what is this? She's like, it's some girl in a really low cut shirt just trying to get follows because she has her stuff hanging out. And then she ends up getting a ton of followers because people like seeing girls with their stuff hanging out. And look at that. I don't even have anything hanging out, and I'm getting some follows. I appreciate that. Someone's asking if I what were they asking? If I will consider doing movie trailer. Yeah, like basically any movie trailer. I mean, I'm not going to do like a movie trailer for an X-rated film or something like that, but if the opportunity for a movie trailer comes up, I'm dying to audition for it. Hope that I can get on, and woo! Woo! Super chat time.
At SarahCam7808 took $5 through Super Chat.
Thank you, Sarah.
Please like, subscribe, and Super Chat is possible. Red heart emoji.
All that stuff. Look at that. Sarah, I appreciate Sarah so much. Her and Matea and Copper Draws be sending stuff for me to do blind guy unboxings. Oh, that was a question someone asked me like 10 minutes ago. When you have 1,000 questions getting asked to you every second, it's a little difficult to keep them all in your head and remember. But the answer is that I drop, with some exceptions, I generally drop blind guy unboxing videos on Saturdays on TikTok and YouTube, and on Sundays on Facebook and Instagram. It's a day delay, but it's on the weekend is when you get the blind guy unboxings. The next one, I teased this one. You guys might have seen me on the couch with Banana and Brooks opening. I'm just going to give it away because you guys will see it before I do as soon as I hold it up to the camera. But this Saturday is going to be the one with the bidet. Woohoo!
At la_may_y_Corey_Cisa took $5 through Super Chat. This morning was a bit crazy. At 3 a.m. a demon visited me and woke me up and made me feel like I was being watched and pulled my legs. It was horrifying.
That's kind of horrible. Have you ever heard of what is it? A sleep paralysis, where like your body shuts down, like it actually shuts down when you sleep. And I guess that there is a biological / evolutionary reason for this. Back in the days when humans weren't, as apex as they are, when they slept, they needed to be completely quiet so that they wouldn't make noise in their sleep and alert nearby predators or anything like that. And so your body literally goes into paralysis when you sleep, except for some people that don't reach deep REM, like my dear Banana, who tosses and turns and flails all night. But a lot of people's body will shut down and go into paralysis while they're sleeping. Some people wake up and then they can't get out of the paralysis. So they're like awake, like their eyes are, I guess, are their eyes open? I guess they wouldn't be open because they can't control anything, but they're awake and they can't move their body. I've heard of that. Sleep paralysis, sleep waking paralysis. That would freak me out so hard if that happened to me. So I'm sorry to hear that a demon was pulling on your legs. That must have been a little terrifying. And what was the other thing that someone asked? I don't know what they asked.
Gab said my birthday is today, face holding back tears emoji.
Happy birthday to you. Glad you're spending it with me. I don't know why you're spending it with me, but you are. I think I think I'm wearing the wrong glasses. Are you guys?
Lefselbrand just followed.
Thank you for the follow. Hold on, I'm gonna try and...
Kurt just followed.
Thank you, Kurt. All right, so these are the glasses. These are the glasses that you guys are used to seeing me wear. At least I think I put them all in the right place, so I know where they are. I was just wearing the wrong ones at the moment. These are my normal gold.
Battling Rook 206 just followed.
See, that person got a little. They got.
Lefselbrand said yeah.
Yeah. That person got Steve to come up on the screen when they followed because they're a new follower. I don't know if people are unsubscribing and then subscribing or something like that. Whatever. I love the activity. I appreciate.
Straight face just followed.
Hey, wait. Is your name? Does it actually
Evan just followed?
Does it actually say like straight face or
not Noah just followed?
Not Noah just followed. Wonder if maybe I'll go
the
to
D
a call.
Miller said, "How blind are you?
How blind am I? Well, I can't see.
Are you able to see any at all?"
No, I mean, I cover this a lot. I don't know if people in the chat like want to handle it, but I guess if people are new, I guess I will tell you. I did cover it last week.
Liam just followed.
Thank you for the follow. I have the ability to see light. So there are two lights. Let's see if I can put it on side angle for you. I don't know if it's on the screen, but there are two lights, like there and there. And I can tell that there are lights there. Now, I know that there's a camera in front of me. I know that there's a screen in front of me. And I know that my surfboard is over there. And there's one right behind me as well. But I can't see any of them. I can't see any of that. I can detect the light. And if something passes in front of the light and blocks it for a second, I can detect the light being hidden for a second. Now, whether it's a person or a Sasquatch or an elephant or a demon who's trying to pull my leg walking in front of the light, I have no idea. I don't know what shape it is. I don't know how big it is. I just know that something has blocked the light. So it's why I wear, thank you, the sunglasses, because the light does enter my eyes and I have absolutely no ability for my pupils to contract. So the light hits my eyes, my pupils go wild, they open up, and then I get a massive headache. Oh, did that just happen? I feel, hold on, I got to go really quick into, let's see if I can get that one. I want to go to, oh, geez Louise. Close YouTube. Where is, I got to get the Streamlabs controller really fast. Where is it? No. No, weather. What? Where is it? Streamlabs controller. I'm trying to get to that super chat that we just got because it got cut off. Chat. And then I go to YouTube. And then I go to. Well, that's pretty crappy. So Pokemon Trainer Austin sent in the super chat, and just to tell me that the laptop charger that he bought, what did he say? Just a month ago, stopped working. That's the speed at which I listen to text-to-speech, by the way. It says laptop charger that he just bought a month ago died. Not long after another one died. Bad luck. Like, yeah, that kind of sucks. You would not believe the amount of equipment that I need to like constantly replace in here. Like, I don't know if you can see how much stuff is in here. Like, I got 4 microphones, 2 of them are up, 2 of them are down. I got a monitor, I got cameras, we got lights, and then behind all this, one of these days I'm gonna get a camera that I can turn around and show you what's going on in the studio. But I've got massive amounts of audio production equipment, and I do feel like every morning I wake up and something is dead, like something has died. I'm like, oh my, it's like every morning I have to replace something. And Banana laughs at me because I've got a giant chest in the other room in one of the guest bedrooms that's just full of cables. And she's always like, do you really need all these cables? Like, do you actually? I'm like, yes, cables are always dying. Something is always dying. Thankfully these days, if something like big breaks, I don't have to have 2 on hand because Amazon can get you something in like 3 hours or less half the time, which is kind of cool. Let's see. Should I put the phone number up on the screen? I think people are already calling, so I suppose we can do that. Then I'll head back into the chat messages. I'm curious to see.
Amy Weaver said, I call my dad's wife Nana Banana.
You call her Nana Banana? That's kind of cute.
Caleb said, what age did you start losing your sight?
Well, I started losing my sight like at the moment I was born.
Callie said, how big is it?
How big is it? I mean,
Chadby said,
geez.
did you ever go to Camp Bloomfield?
Hey, that's neat. What's that little noise?
Kimbo 14 cheered. X200. Hey Pete, I subbed on Twitch and no message popped up. I get that is something you want to set up or not.
It's supposed to. So when some people show up on Twitch, thank you, Kimbo, I appreciate it. When some people subscribe, I don't know what the rule is. I am told when people subscribe on Twitch for the first time, Steve pops up. It seems like you just paid 200 bits to get that message to be read out loud, which is something you can do on Twitch. You can do 200 bits on Twitch, and then it'll read the message out loud with the text-to-speech, or you can do $3 or more on YouTube, and it will read the message. And I was right in the middle answering somebody's question. I appreciate Kimbo paying, and now I've completely forgotten what I said. Oh, I started losing my eyesight like the moment I was born. Like I popped out and my eyesight started to crap out. Unfortunately, we didn't realize it until I was about 8 because, I just thought everybody, I was too little. I couldn't articulate, and I didn't know what other people could see. I didn't know how good or how bad they could see. So, it wasn't until I was about 8 years old that we started trying to see eye doctors. And then it was like another year before they could even figure out what was going on with me because they did not know. They just thought I needed like glasses. It was 1985 when they tried to start to diagnose me, and they could not figure it out. And they told me it was in my head. Well, they told my parents. They're like, he's fine. His eyes are fine because they examine my lenses. That's all that most doctors have had the ability to do is like, how's the curvature of your eyesight or your eyeball? And the curvature was fine. And so they thought I was trying to say that I was having trouble with my eyesight because I wanted attention. Like, if you want attention, like, aren't there other ways to get attention than just to be like, I can't see? So yeah, it took them a long time. I had to go to a specialist, and then they kind of finally looked into it and figured out what was going on. So, I mean, I guess I've been going blind since the moment I was born. It took a long time for it to happen, which I'm very thankful for. But it did happen eventually. So I don't know if you're new to this channel. I keep feeling like I'm killing the text lady. We're gonna do some lightning round phone calls. I think I put the number up there. Let's show what lightning round looks like. So you call. This means you get 30 seconds, and then you can call back if you want. But don't call like 500 times. That's a little excessive. 760-517-6844 is the phone number. Who is our first caller of the evening?
What's up?
Is this everything, Goose?
No, sir.
Is it the Goose of Knowledge?
Hello? Nope.
Is it? I don't know. I'm stumped. Who is it?
It's Chris.
Oh, Chris. What's going on, man? How you doing?
Pretty good. I haven't been able to call in for the past couple streams because I just got a job for the first time. I'm working at a McDonald's. I'm officially 14, meaning I can get a job.
Wait, at 14, do you need your parents to sign, or can you just go and get a job by yourself at age 14?
I had to get a little contract because I can work in the kitchen, and if I get hurt in the kitchen, then they aren't really responsible. So,
Okay. That could be a little dangerous. Send him in. It doesn't matter if he gets hurt. We're not responsible. What are you?
I'm just gonna work the counters, I think.
Oh, okay. So have you had your first day yet?
No, it's gonna be on Friday, I think, when school goes out for a little bit.
What? Are you excited?
Yeah, I'm excited to start making some money.
Yeah, get some moolah in your pocket. What's the first thing you want to save up for to buy?
A Oculus Quest 3.
Oh, are those AR or VR goggles? Is that, do I have it half right?
VR.
Okay. And what's the first thing? Is there a specific game or app or something that you want to play in them?
Yeah, Ghost of Tabor.
All right.
It's like where you you find like stuff around the map and you can like sell it and you can do PvP if you really want to.
And how many hours at McDonald's will you need to work before you can buy the Oculus?
Well, so they're starting at 16 an hour, so it'll probably take me a couple weeks to save up 500.
All right, that's good for you, man. That's really cool. I admire that. I remember the first thing that I ever wanted to save up for, the first thing that I wanted to purchase on my own was a skateboard. And it was like, what magazine, what skateboard magazine did I used to read? Like International Skateboard, I think. And you could order the skateboard out of the magazine. This is before the internet existed. What you had to do was you had to,
Junior said at Not Tonka Bro.
What up, Not Tonka Bro? I didn't know that was gonna, that just kind of like showed up and surprised me out of nowhere. What you did is you like checked everything that you wanted. Like, I want this deck. I want these trucks.
Arts1 TikTok just followed.
Hey, that's interesting. I can get
Philip
follows
Starship just followed.
on TikTok as well. That's kind of cool. I feel like that text lady is not reading YouTube, but let me tell you the story. So it was like, I don't know, like 1988 or something like that. And I wanted to save up for my very first skateboard. It was going to be $100 for a pro level skateboard. I'd had one that I bought at a department store. It was like a $50 skateboard. It was a piece of crap. But I was really into skating and I wanted to get a good skateboard. And so I forget how old I was. I think I was like 11 or 10 and I couldn't go out and get a job. So my parents just had me like doing chores around the house. They were being very generous. They're like, if you take out the trash, we'll give you $2. And like if you clean up your room, we'll give you $1. And it was kind of taking me forever. And then my dad finally, I think he like gave me $20 to do something stupid. He's like, I don't know, pick up your room and I'll give you the last 20. So I finally got the $100 on the nose and I tore out the page of the magazine and I selected that I wanted a Rob Roscop deck. I wanted Tracker trucks in yellow. I wanted Swiss bearings and slime ball wheels. That was my very first skateboard. I still remember all that. And then I waited and waited and waited. You had to mail it out. You fold it up, you put it in an envelope, and then you mail it out. And then they get the money and they make the board and they mail it back to you. It was like 6 to 8 weeks to get anything back then. And I finally got the board. That was the very, very first thing that I wanted to save up for. The first job that I had, like actual job that I had before I was 18, I was a junior sailing instructor. I ended up being a champion sailor for a large portion of my life. And I was a junior sailing instructor for a while. I think I was making like $5 an hour at that. And then after that, at the same place where I was a junior sailing instructor, I was a short order cook. Yep, I worked in a snack bar in the summer, and I made the hot dogs, and I made the hamburgers, and a whole boat club worth of people that wanted food in the summer. I was sitting in the back, sweating my brains out, and getting food for everybody. Let's see if I can get this. I've got so many text ladies working tonight all at once. See if I can get this one working again. Skip to current message. Repeat. Oh.
78 says Chris. Marg sounds so good.
Marg
Cherry
sounds
and I
so
had a
good.
dirty martini this eve. First one in years.
Dirty martini is, I think dirty martinis are kind of gross. Like, I guess I'm just not a big fan of,
Pause TTS. Button.
hold on, let's see if I can
Resume TTS.
pause and then
Resume
resume
TTS.
TTS.
Settings. Button.
Oops,
Skip to current message.
skip the current message. Did it work?
Repeat message.
Repeat
Add
message.
Rearimer 4978 says. Add Rearimer
Oh,
4900.
pause and resume.
Skip to current message.
I don't like, I guess I just don't like olive juice. Like, do you guys like olives? I think olives are kind of gross. Like, if you put olives in the vodka, like, I'll eat an olive on the side, but if you pour a bunch of olive juice into a drink, that is not my style. I'm going to check one other thing here. I am curious to see the Streamlabs controller. Twitch. This is going to tell me if...
7:01 p.m. Status SuperDog account. Button. Home. Heading. Switch to viewer mode. 0 hours. 4 viewers.
Oh, there's 4 viewers on Twitch. That is not a record setter this evening. I'm surprised. The last couple of Tuesdays is the night that Twitch decided to send me like boatloads and boatloads and boatloads of people. But there's no rhyme or reason to what the internet decides to do. Sometimes it loves you, sometimes it doesn't. But at least we got our
GH said, OML, you are famous man.
OML. Oh, what's OML?
KJ just
on
followed.
my life. Thank you, KJ, for following. I appreciate that.
Matthew just followed.
I think this text lady is like just
I am
reading
blessed,
follows
said
tonight.
God bless.
You are blessed, said God bless. Someone who's blessed says
Dragonstorm
God
just
bless.
followed.
That's pretty impressive. 760-517-6844 is the phone number. Talking to you guys tonight and hearing what you have to say. Who is the latest caller that we've got? Who's this? Uh-oh. I know you're there. I know you're there because I heard Chris a minute ago, but you're not saying anything. This person waited for 28 minutes is what I'm hearing in my ear, and then they're not there, so they're going to get the treatment. 760-517-6844 is the phone number. That frees up a line if you want to try and get in. The next caller is getting shot right to the top. Hey, who's this?
It's Danny.
Danny, what's going on?
Well, first of all, I feel kind of called out
What from Saturday?
from you mentioning 500 calls is excessive. I did not call that many times.
I didn't say. I was about to say you by name, but I didn't say you. I actually woke up this morning and I get a little report from the AI robot that manages the. I have this like enterprise level phone system that's like managed by an AI bot, and it asked me if there was a number that I should. It told me it blocked a number, and I'm not sure if I unblocked it. So are you calling me on a secondary phone right now? Because I'm not sure how I handled that this morning. I can't remember.
No, my numbers worked just fine. The only time I've used another phone was whenever I was trying to get me and the little ones in on the same show.
Oh, that's kind of funny. All right, so what's going on tonight? Co-host Danny.
Well, I was really just calling in to say hi and that I'm enjoying the book still. That I hope you had a good day.
And all the question marks and everything?
The question marks, yeah, they're still there, but not a problem.
That's so I had Banana look at the print version of the book, and she said there's no question marks in that one. So something's going on with the e-Kindle. I don't know what's up with that, but as long as you can just skim past them and keep going, I appreciate you reading the book.
Well, I appreciate you giving me a free version of the book. So
I guess if you're paying for people to say nice, I didn't pay for him to say nice things. I did send him a copy of the book because he has a unique perspective, I think, on it. 760-517-6844 is the phone number. Talking to you guys tonight, taking some of the calls right now. Let's see who's on the phone line right now. Hey, who's this?
I got that 1 second warning again.
Yeah, sorry, LT. What's good?
Usually says it like a few times. I didn't get it this time.
No, I did it on for. I was moving on from Danny really quick. Were you watching? Am I on your TV or was that coming off of the phone?
Both. I'm watching you on the phone to watch the live chat. Then I go on my projector to watch you talk.
I'm told that this new camera that I've got in front of me right now is supposed to have quality up to a 30-foot projector screen with no pixelation. So I tried to upgrade the image quality for all you people with eyeballs out there. Hopefully me and the chicken look nice and sharp tonight.
I have satellite internet, so I'm limited on 1080p, even if I go in. So
I didn't know
right
that.
now you're probably about 10 foot tall.
Wow, that's pretty good. I didn't know that was a thing. Satellite they don't have the broadband or the bandwidth to send 4K over satellite TV?
No cable, no fiber.
Oh, wow.
Like I can't even get like regular basic cable out here.
Oh, wow, that is interesting. What what else is going on tonight?
I wanted to talk about the sleep paralysis thing. I
Yeah,
wanted to get
go ahead.
everybody has sleep paralysis.
Yep.
Whenever you enter a REM sleep, everybody goes through it. I've only woke up a few times during sleep paralysis, and usually it's not a nightmare like you hear about. Usually it's I look at the clock and I see that I'm not sleeping, but I can't move.
Do you
I look
try
at the
to
clock, I'm
move?
like, it's 4 o'clock in the morning, and it's like I got to be at work in 2 hours, and I can't sleep and I can't move. It's a weird feeling.
Do you try like you try and wiggle your toes and your fingers and like it doesn't
Oh, yeah,
work?
Yeah, when you're in REM sleep, you're completely paralyzed.
Oh my God.
Everybody is.
I don't think I've ever had. I don't think I've woken up during that period. That sounds super freaky.
It's very common, but usually it's not as distorted as some of the people like that really suffer from it, where they have nightmares during sleep paralysis.
Yeah.
Because that can happen too, because your brain's firing off chemicals, and you don't control them. You're not control of your body anymore. You're just control of your vision.
I don't think I like that. I got enough problems.
It's
I
kind
don't
of like
need.
the opposite of being blind. It's like seeing your body, but you have nothing you can do about it.
That is super freaky. I don't. Yeah. I don't think I. And you had this. You experience that regularly?
Not regularly. It's just rare. It's like I think it had it happen like 3 or 4 times. It happened more since I moved. I'm not sure it's because I have more stress now that I moved.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Stress will do some. Oh, damn, timer went off, and I meant to hit renew. Stress will do some interesting things to you. I want to hop back over to the. I got 3 phones all going all at once. That's Twitch. I wanted to go to Streamlabs controller. I just want to hop into the. That's going what you. There's no way you guys can understand that, right? That's 85% is what I normally listen to. Sarah says Red Heart.
I about lost it. I was so mad yesterday.
Uh-oh. Riri was really mad yesterday. She almost lost it.
65%.
Oh, 65%.
And _Mate_Y_Curry_Sissa. What about the inflatable penis surfboard?
The inflatable penis surfboard? Is that, do I have an inflatable penis surfboard in my room? You know, my dad was joking that he was going to, I have all sorts of different pool toys. We have a giant banana. We have some ducks. We have a giant flamingo. He was joking at one point that he was going to send me a giant inflatable penis to put in the pool. Fortunately, he has not done that.
Unfortunately, you aren't the only one, Riri.
Oh.
At Pokemon Trainer Austin. $5 from at Pokemon Trainer Austin. Hello, Pete. My laptop charger I bought just a month ago.
So this is actually old stuff. I can see. I'm going to close out of Streamlabs controller. I'm going to log back into it. Streamlabs controller. And I'm going to go into the chat, and I'm going to go into YouTube. I'm going to see what's currently going on.
They are still literally digging the lines for the federal internet connectivity program where we live. Money appropriated 2020.
Are you serious? They're digging the lines for the internet just now where you are? That's crazy. When I first moved here, like right now, my internet, I have the gigabit speed internet. When I moved here in 2016, I called up AT&T and they said they had 1x10 internet. I don't know if you guys know all this technical stuff, but 1x10. And I'm like, what do you mean? And they literally were telling me they have 1 megabyte up and 10 megabytes down, which is so insanely slow. And I was like, why? Like, why is that all you have? And they're like, you're like a little beach town. Like, why would people in a beach town need good internet? I'm like, I don't know. Maybe people in this beach town actually work. Fortunately, it's up to gigabit speed now.
I have like 9 nieces and nephews, LOL.
You have 9 nieces and nephews. That's a lot.
Oh, geez, lots of kiddos.
That is lots of kids.
Sisters wear breeder's face rolling on the floor lap at Joni BC. I have grandkids. My daughter is at Sarah
We're talking about.
I have only 1 niece is the States.
Where everybody's discussing their. Everybody's discussing their the size of their extended family, I guess. 760-517-6844 is the number up on the screen. I think it is up on the screen. If it's not, it is up now. Talking to you guys, taking some calls. 760-517-6844. Let's see if we got someone online right now. Hey, who's this? Oh, that person bailed. People are waiting, and then they're getting scared, and then they're getting blowed up. I mean, putting someone else on hold right now. I'll give them half a second to understand that they're going to be the next up. When you're next up, a little robot voice says, "You're up next. Please mute the screen or stream. You're up next." And then if I forget and I leave you on hold for a while, it says it like incessantly for a very long period of time, which is probably very annoying. So I'll take that person off hold and see if they got the message. Hey, who's this?
Hi, Pete. How are you?
Hey, good. Who's this?
It's Heather, the one you usually talk to that has like pigmentosis
Oh.
records and was in the
Your line it's a little watery. Are we on speaker?
Okay, hold on.
Okay.
Hold on.
It's that like kind of like
Does that
squishy
make it better?
water a little bit. So are you out of the hospital?
Yeah, I
Oh,
am.
that sounds better now. Yeah, I'm assuming you're feeling better. You're either feeling better or they gave up and sent you home. Hopefully it's the former.
No, it's the latter actually, but
Are you
I was
serious?
waiting for Crotch Cam Saturday and no video on Saturday. What happened?
I did a long live on Saturday.
Well, it never showed up for me. I was looking for it.
I was on for an hour and 48 minutes on Saturday.
I
Yeah.
was waiting for Crotch Cam Saturday.
I had, so right before, the tech, I feel like everybody loves my hearing. Everybody on the stream loves hearing about my technical issues just about as much as Maggie does. So I had the collab cam all set to go. I tested it on Thursday. I tested it on Friday. I get neurotic. Like, I want to make sure things work. Also because if there's a problem, I'm not as fast at solving it as other people that might be. Like, I have all the technical know-how in the world. I feel like I'm very well versed in all this equipment, but I can't see stuff to verify it. So I'll get neurotic, and the day before I'll start checking and checking and checking. So 10 minutes before the broadcast on Saturday, I grabbed the secondary camera. I was going to give people a tour of my skateboards and surfboards and stuff. And then I walked out to my pool and I walked upstairs, and the entire computer was locked up. Like, the whole computer was locked up. I was like, of course you are. So my whole plan was to like do the show from out by the pool and show you guys some stuff. And 10 minutes before, I'm like, well, I don't trust that, because if it's going to lock up the moment I walk out there. But the good news is I'll switch the angle for, I mean, you're not going to be in real time, so a couple minutes from now. I was talking to some camera people about these issues, and this new camera that I'm pointing at, the one that you've been looking at me mostly, is a Sony ZV-E1 full frame camera, which Sony has hooked me up with because they told me it would work and look great for this thing. I was talking about all my problems, and they gave me this camera to test out and to try out. And so, I mean, I got something out of it, but I did not get to do what I tried to do on Saturday. So I'm sorry. I'm surprised you didn't get fed. YouTube likes to, if they sent the notifications to all 2.5 million of my subscribers, this would be a very popular show, but they do not do that, unfortunately.
They didn't. They didn't, because I was waiting for it. And I'm like, I guess maybe you had an issue because I know you and your technical issues. That's what I actually thought.
No, I was there. I did an hour 48, and what Danny was talking about earlier is he started spamming the phone lines, like it'd hang up and then call back, and then it'd hang up and it'd call back. And so every time I go to the phone lines, it would be Danny again. And Sarah was waiting in the queue for a while, and somehow he kept like bumping her, and everybody's like, "Get out of there, Danny." So
No, it happens to me too a lot. Like, I'll call in and I'll be waiting, and I feel like everybody goes ahead of me sometimes, or sometimes I won't be able to get in at all. Or one time, I forget what live show it was, I was waiting in the queue, and then you hung up on me and just like called back and never got anything.
Oh no. Well, I mean, there's so much technical stuff that goes on here that's one thing I don't want to mess with too much. I mean, I feel bad for the people that have to wait a long time, but there's supposed to be some degree of randomness. Who it lets in, tries to let new people in, but somehow Danny like cracked the code on Saturday, and I was planning on.
I feel like Danny, the goose of knowledge, everything goose. They're like phone hogs when it comes to the phone lines.
Yeah, I think if the show is doing well, if I have like a boatload of callers and I have Brooks, because it helps out if I have someone with eyes, I think one night we might do like only new callers or just ladies, because I feel like there's definitely less female viewers of my channel than there are males. And I've gotten notes from some women that are like, I waited and waited and waited. So we'll try and do some different things. But I think the popularity of the show needs to.
I was going to make a joke and say maybe they don't want to make Banana jealous.
She likes it when girls call too. A girl will get to talk to girl. Banana's very excited for tomorrow's show. She's a huge fan of the band 311, and tomorrow is, of course, 311. So
wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, she'll be celebrating her favorite holiday, and I think she's gonna do the show. I mean, she might be like, "I'm gonna do a stupid show. I'm gonna go celebrate 311," but I think she'll be here. Brooks said he'll be here. He was on a little trip, but he's back, and so we'll have him tomorrow. I've been yapping a lot.
It's nice when you have Brooks, because your Streamlabs controller or your controllers don't always read constant chat. So if something cool comes up, he can automatically read it for you.
Yeah, It's funny, like I'm in contact with all of the companies. There's three of them that make the text to speech. But it's just not that popular because everybody else that can stream, like most of the popular streamers, are sighted. Like I don't know of any other
They don't
blind.
need it.
Yeah, I don't know of any other blind streamer. Like, is there another person that's completely blind, can't see the computer?
You're the only one I've watched, and the only one I've come across. There might be other blind streamers, but I've only come across you.
Yeah, I mean, there's just so much technical know-how that goes into it, and fortunately, I kind of prepared myself for this as I was losing my eyesight. I got good with computers and got good with text-to-speech, but it's very important to me that I hear the text-to-speech messages. But you're right. If I was fully sighted and I could just read them as they were going and as I was talking, then, I might be able to see some of the more important ones. I only get to hear the ones when I put the text lady up. So I will miss things from time to time, but
Text lady. I love how you call her the text lady.
yeah, I mean, I actually call her Jenny, but Banana's like, stop referring to her as a person. That just sounds weird.
She's AI, so it really is. But like, I know for me, like I've only came across one blind, like with our conditions especially, I've only come across one that actually streams, and that would be you. And I guess I'll ask the demons tonight when they come and visit me again what happens.
Was that your message when you said?
That was mine, yeah.
Okay, well that's freaky. Was that a real message, or were you just joking around?
That was real. I was sleeping, and I swear I felt like 3 a.m. I felt like I woke up startled. I felt like somebody was watching me and pulled on my legs.
Okay.
It was really, really scary.
How soon out of the hospital are you? What's the last time you were in the hospital getting some good hospital drugs?
Sunday.
Okay, that should be out of your system by now. I've never had. I've been laying in bed. Now tell me if this is similar. Like I've been laying in bed and I like jolt awake, like those dreams where you like think you're falling or something and you like like you just kind of jump. Was it like that or was it different?
It was different. It was like I wasn't exactly completely in REM sleep, but I was in like what I thought was a good amount of sleep, even though I'm still not feeling good because, like I said, they just let me go because they couldn't do anything else anymore, refused to do anything else.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, whatever. And then I swear, like I jolted awake, and it was just like, oh my God, somebody's watching me. Something's in the room with me, and it felt like it just pulled on my legs in that instant, and my whole body just jumped. And I'm looking around in my room like, where the hell is this thing or whatever it is? And then I just picked up my phone and glanced at the time. And for most people who don't know about the spirit world, between 3 a.m. and 4 a.m. is when the veil between their world and our world is the thinnest. So that's when they usually attack.
Do the spirits that come between 3 a.m. and 4 a.m., do they abide by time zones? Will they come between 3 and 4 a.m. in whatever time zone you're in, or do they have their own time frame that they work along?
I think they just work on whatever time zone it is. I'm not sure. I mean, I've always lived in the Eastern time zone, and I just know that at that time, wherever it is for them is like where they attack. So
That's
if it's 3 a.m. your time, they'll attack around 3 a.m. It's just what it is.
I don't. I'm trying to think if I've ever woken up with the feeling of someone watching me. I don't think I have. I know a bunch of times I've woken up like when my eyesight was like 80% bad, like 80% gone. I used to wake up a lot and like trying to like focus. I'm like, oh right, I'm not gonna be able to focus. Like, and I had to think. I'm like, yeah, I'm in my bedroom, or I took a nap on the couch, like for like a solid.
You see the black spots, right?
The what spots?
You saw the black spots, the vitreous floaters.
My floaters.
Black spots?
My floaters are actually gorgeous. My floaters, for people that don't know, it's like these moving amoeba blobs that go around your eyesight. Mine are a neon iridescent blue, and they're absolutely. It's like it's my favorite color, and I don't like seeing them all the time. Like they are pretty. Like sometimes I can like close my eyes really hard and force them to come out. But sometimes when I'm trying to surf and it's hard enough to keep your balance. And then all of a sudden I have like these neon blue things like floating around in my eyes while I'm trying to like balance on the surfboard. I'm like, all right, dudes, go away. Like cut it out, go away. And
Mine
then
are black.
black. See, that's That's not as exciting. The neon blue is pretty cool.
No, because when you wake up at like 3 a.m. and you see them, they look like shadow demons or Santa Muerte.
God grief, you got a lot of demon stuff going on over there.
It's very creepy.
Well, that's kind of scary. Glad to hear that you're out of the hospital on time. Or just one of these days, I'll figure this thing out a little bit better. But it was good to talk to you. I'm glad you're out of the hospital. I'm sorry they couldn't help you out and do any better. That's very frustrating when you go to the hospital, you go to see a doctor. Like you'd think modern medicine here in the year 2026, they should be able to like, maybe fix a lot of stuff, but a lot of times they can't. And so, I know this with my shoulder. I know with my eyesight, obviously. Like I've seen a million different doctors because of my eyesight.
Now, Jason Helsner, did you get my audition I sent about 45 minutes ago?
There's a, that's my manager telling me that there's an audition. So let me tell him, dictate, hey man, period. I'm in the middle of doing my live show right now, period. You can actually see me doing this if you flip on the channel, period. I will hop onto that audition as soon as I get off, period. Maybe a half an hour or so. What do you think? You think a half an hour or so? And then I hit, where's send?
Messages. Send.
There's send. So hopefully I'm not going to lose this
Talking
audition.
of castrolabs.caffeinated.appdocs.chat.viewer.eventformat.tts.richmessage.attachment.
Okay, there's a rich message that came through.
Isaiah just followed.
Thanks, Isaiah. I appreciate
Show
that.
chat feed.
Show chat
Beck
feed.
said, I feel like aloha.
You feel like aloha. What does that mean? How does one feel like aloha?
Graham just followed.
Thank you, Graham. I appreciate that. Hey, this thing's telling me that I currently do not have an active stream going on right now. That's just a straight up lie.
Snowdozer just followed.
I mean, sending to all chats. I think it just needs to synchronize or something. I mean, people are following, so I'm obviously doing something live, right?
Beck said hello and bison, I suppose.
Bison. What's bison?
Neil Dean just followed.
Let's see what my manager said.
Messages. Now, Jason Helsner. Okay, no worries. Wanted to make sure because you are usually so fast.
Yeah. He said, wanted to make sure because I'm usually so fast. I am very fast usually.
Connected to YouTube chat successful.
All right.
Beck said bye.
Bye. Bye, Beck.
Gabriel Mullen just followed.
Thank you, Gabriel. All right. We'll get that thing going in a second. 760-517-6844. Talking to you guys for a little while longer until I have to go and read this very important voiceover audition. It is actually very important. You're supposed to get them in very timely because there are other people that are sending them in. They might get into the mix before you, so I should get to that at some point. But in the meantime, having fun talking to you guys. That's what I do on Tuesday. Hey, who's this?
Hi, I'm Henry.
Henry.
And yeah, I just wanted to say, I have dyslexia, and it's so hard for me to read. And watching you are a huge, inspiration to me because it helps me kind of realize someone who, also, is super hard. I'm assuming it's very hard for you to read. Well, you can read Braille, I'm assuming.
I never learned Braille. I started to, and then I was informed by my instructor that because I was trying to learn it later in life, that I'd never be able to read it at the pace that I would need to be able to use it for voice acting. Like I wouldn't be able to read it that fast. And I was like, well, that's the only reason I'm really trying to learn it. So I kind of gave up on Braille, and that's when I started trying to learn what you hear me doing right now is the text to speech. For my voice acting work, I listen to text to speech and I recite it back. I've heard from a lot of people with dyslexia. By the way, Banana being one of them, she's dyslexic. Very difficult for her to read, which is hard for us as a couple because I can't see stuff and she has a hard time reading it, but she works really hard at it and fights through it. But I've heard that people with dyslexia really enjoy using text to speech. If they're writing papers or working on the computer, you just hit play and you get to hear it back as opposed to struggle through trying to read it back.
Definitely, yeah. I've used that my whole life in school. I'm 16, so, it's always a struggle for me. But I just wanted to say, just being able to watch you and, it helped me kind of realize that even though it's hard for you to read, you could still, end up very famous, popular, and, really, really, really helped me a lot.
That's really good. I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, I mean, it's I didn't want it to be like cheesy or anything. And you know, I came up with the logo, right? People come up with channel off of someone named Jamie O'Brien. He's a popular surfer, and his whole thing is, you know, J-O-B or Jamie O'Brien. He put his name all over everything. And instead of me doing that, I put Find a Way on everything, because I've found that in this world, you know, I thought I was unique. I was like, man, I'm losing my eyesight. I'm the only one dealing with this, because I was the only one that I knew, only one of my family, only one of my friends. And it was very hard when you're feeling alone. And I'm like, man, I'm the only one that has to deal with this. First thing I learned is that I'm not alone when I finally started sharing the story. And the second thing I learned is that everybody has some sort of difficulty. You know, you're dyslexic. I've lost my eyesight. You know, everybody's got something going on, but that doesn't mean that, you know, your life is over. There's a million different ways to do the things that you want to do. So I'm glad that you didn't let your dyslexia stop you. It sounds like you're willing to find those different ways and keep going. And I'm proud of you for that.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I was the one who commented if you know, you were open to voice acting usually, because I actually did some voice acting when I was much younger on a children's show, and they had to read the lines out to me, and then I would copy what they said. Is that kind of similar with you?
I will do the text to speech that I was just talking about. You know, I work in a studio by myself, so I have the copy getting read to me in an earpiece, and then I recite back to it. On rare occasion, if I have to perform something live or high stress or out of my booth, I will just memorize the copy. But if you haven't read it yet or listened to it, it is an audio book. I would highly suggest you check out the autobiography by Henry Winkler, who played the Fonz in Happy Days. Highly, highly, highly dyslexic. And he tells you about how he did the audition to be the Fonz while being dyslexic. It's I think you'll get a lot out of that book if you listen to it. What is
actually?
I just wanted to tell you to take your time because I still have to shower.
Oh, okay. What did you just like come? I just lost.
I have them back. Bye.
Okay, it sounded like you just crashed into the room. Okay, hello, dogs. Sorry, Henry. There's something just Banana just came crashing into the room right there, or Steve. Is he in here? Banana. I don't know what's going on. I hear Steven just going as he normally goes. I'm sorry I lost Henry there.
Oh. He was actually the last person I saw a scary movie with.
Who?
Select all. YouTube. Terminate one. What about when men listen to true crime, Dang?
What about when men listen to true crime?
Dank MF Angel.
Dink.
It freaks me out when women watch true crime. 4 periods.
Wait.
Like you're plotting things over there.
All women watch true crime.
Women
love true crime.
At SarahCam7808 tipped $5 through Super Chat. I thought I was the only one in the world with neon blue and colorful floaters till I saw your video about it.
Oh.
Made me feel not alone.
I didn't know you had those too. I thought I was unique. I thought I had special floaters, special blue floaters. I thought it was just me. But they are really pretty, aren't they though? It's like I think I liked that color even before I started getting the floaters. I was always a fan of blue, like neon blue, electric blue, and then they became my floaters. Half the time, that's why sometimes I feel like the world's not real. Like, there's so many reasons why I feel that way. Like, it's kind of like, I don't know, I grew up really liking neon blue and electric blue, and then all of a sudden I lose my sight, and the only thing I can see is neon blue and electric blue. Like, that's kind of weird. And then like, a lot of times in my dreams, it's very strange. I dream like this average, boring life. Like, I will literally dream about being boring, like not having like doing a 9 to 5 and not doing anything except, and then I wake up and I am a voice actor heard.
Alex just followed.
Thank you, Alex, worldwide. And I got millions of followers on social media, and I got this really amazing wife and this amazing life and great friends, and I get to go surfing. I'm like, wait, which one's real? Am I living the boring life and dreaming the exciting one, or is it the other way around? Sometimes I get confused.
Thanks for the great content. You're a true inspiration for the rest of us blind/visually impaired folk.
Well, that's nice to hear.
5617.
What's the name? Bradstow says thanks. I appreciate your saying that. Devil's Advocate says
The Truman Show.
The Truman Show.
YouTube.
Reamer says
Yes, Sarah, call in.
Yeah, Sarah, call in.
And Sarah Cam's no political neon floaters all the time. Just learn to ignore them.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's kind of hard to ignore the blue floaters. I mean, they're just there. They're like taking up, I'm not seeing anything else, nothing worthwhile. And then I've got these giant floaters in my eye. It's kind of
7:30 p.m.
friggin' weird. 7:30. I wonder how long ago did I tell my agent or my manager I was gonna do that thing. I think I should probably get to it soon, but I'm enjoying talking to you guys. Hold on. I'm gonna go to Twitch for a second.
7:31 p.m. My story.
My story. What just happened? I wanted to see if anybody was on Twitch. How do I get to
7:31 p.m. Settings icon?
Settings icon.
Creator dashboard button.
Where's
Stream manager.
I want to go to Stream Manager. Is that where I want to be? I don't know, man.
Stream lit button. Stream player collapse button. Mute stream preview. Player settings button. Play stream.
Let's see. What does it say? Close.
Close icon.
Close
Stream
it.
lit button. Stream player collapse. Mute
Oh,
stream
who
preview.
knows?
Player settings but play stream button. 1 hour, 1 minute. And
1
7
hour.
seconds.
I've been on for 1 hour, 1 minute, and 6 seconds. And there's 2 people on 2 people on Twitch, but 290 have stopped by. Thank you for stopping by. All right, I am having a good time. I'm enjoying talking to you guys tonight. I'm feeling a little weird day. The weird day started with SuperDog clearly sending me a message that it was okay for me to not wear his shirt. He probably thought I was kind of ridiculous for even asking.
No, ma'am. I had some red wine. Not calling an LOL.
Oh, Sarah had red wine. She doesn't want to talk to me with red wine, huh? I mean, red wine's gonna do it for you.
Danny, so I don't worry about you, LOL. God had to give you an upside P.
What was the upside? See, that's an interesting question right there. So I feel like I want to get into this with Brooks tomorrow. If you make a deal with the devil, do you know that you made a deal with the devil? Do you remember? Or does it just get sprung on you at the end? Like, hey, remember what we did? like, did Tom Brady have to sign a deal with the devil? And then it's going to go real bad for him afterwards? Like, I'm not saying I'm living a Tom Brady life or like a Brad Pitt life or anything like that. But like at some point, did someone come and say, you're going to live a really boring, crappy, below average life and you'll be able to see, or I'm going to slowly take your eyesight away and you're going to get to do a lot of really exciting things and lead a pretty fun life? I don't even know what I'd say if someone presented that to me right now. Like if I got to do it in reverse. Like if my life got really boring and crappy and stressful and below average and, I lost the people that I cared about, but I could see. I don't know. I want to see so bad, but I do really, really love so much of my life. I don't know. I mean, if that is something that you decide at a certain point before you get here, or if someone visits you and they say, you get this, but I'm taking this away. I mean, I don't think the world really works like that, but that'd be pretty weird if it did. And if it did, that means I did make that decision. But now I kind of just want to see again. 760-517-6844 is the phone number. Talking to you guys this evening before I go do my big, fancy, important audition for something. I didn't even read what it was, but whatever it is, I'm happy to do it. But I'll take a couple phone calls before then. Hey, who's this?
Hello.
Is this one of the geese?
Yes, indeed it is.
What's
It's the goose of knowledge.
What's going on, knowledgeable goose?
Nothing much. Just kind of came in and say hello, and everything Goose says hello, but don't got too much happening.
You sound. Are we keeping you up? Are you on the Eastern time zone? Am I keeping you up past bedtime tonight?
I am Eastern time zone, but I mean it's only like 10 for me, so.
That's about my bedtime. I usually gotta be doing my first session of the day at like 6 a.m. And so I gotta wake up. I gotta do not a million. I do about 25, 30 minutes worth of vocal warm-ups, and then I hop into the booth and I start performing right away. So I actually try to get to bed before 11 every night, if at all possible.
I probably run like 5 hours of sleep every night just because of how work or schoolwork I get.
I used to survive on 5. Now if I get 5, I get up and I'm all grumpy. I'm like, I wanted more sleep. definitely getting old man vibes on myself right now. I wake up in the morning, I'm stiff and sore from doing absolutely nothing, and I never feel like I had enough sleep. It's fun when you get older. Let me tell you, you injure yourself in your sleep at this age. It's fun.
Injuring yourself in the sleep doesn't sound fun.
No, it does not. But I think I'm going to. I think I got to. Let me take one more phone call. I try and do at least an hour. I did an hour tonight, and then we got. It's been a long time since we've had Brooks And since it's been me, Brooks, and Banana, you know what? The last time we did it, I know exactly when we did it. It was February 24th was the last time the three of us were here. And that was the night Banana went out on a date with Nisha. They went and played some pool together. And I think that Banana said she lost, and she does not like to lose. So I don't know how the rest of the night. Oh, that was the first night. That was the night Banana was here, and we had like the 40,000 people on Twitch for no reason that I could figure out, other than the fact that they decided to put us up on the homepage that night. So that was the last time the three of us were together, and we'll be together again tomorrow. 760-517-6844. Hey, who's this?
Hello, Neil Dean.
Hey, who's this?
Neil Dean.
Did you say Eldine?
Neil.
Oh, Neil.
Dean.
Oh, Neil Dean. Neil Dean.
Yeah.
Sorry. What? I actually have a friend named Eldine, and he's named after Elvis and Dean Martin. And I thought you had the name Eldine. I was like, no way. I was like, there's another one. So I just had that in my head. Sorry, Neil. What's going on tonight? Thanks for the call, by the way.
Nothing much. I saw you live out. I remember watching your videos, and I was wondering, what was the first surfboard you ever used?
Sorry, my phone won't stop talking to me. The first what I ever used?
Like surfboard.
Oh, the first board I ever used. Thanks for the call, Neil. And I recommend this to anybody else that wants to take up surfing. Is I just grabbed a big foam board, soft top foam board. I was so anxious to get to use like a fiberglass or an epoxy board, like the one that's over there. I never know what you guys can see and what you can't. There's one over there. It was custom made for me. It's my height exactly. And it's like a high performance surfboard. The one that's behind my head right now, this one's a little taller than me. It's 6'2" or 6'4", I think, and it's meant for smaller waves. It's got like a little bit of volume. But the very first one I ever got was this big fat foam board that's just rides on top of the water, and it just makes surfing so much easier. So I recommend anybody when they go to get a surfboard, like just get the biggest, fattest foam thing that puts you up on top of the wave as possible. These days I like much smaller boards, ones that I can like cut and turn and do things at the last second, because I'm always adjusting at the last second. I have, one of these days I'm going to get a camera. It's so hard to get a camera rig that can connect to this software that I can walk around with, unless I just go live off my phone, which seems not like the greatest quality. But one of these days I'll give you a tour of all the boards I got. I'm going to try and get through some more of the calls, because it seems like some people have been waiting for a long time. 760-517-6844. Let's see if we got someone in line right now. Hey, who's this?
This is Stephen.
Steven, what's going on tonight?
Well, nothing much, but I just wanted to know, first of all, I really enjoy your content. And I was wondering, I had a question for you.
Sure.
I thought it would be fun and entertaining if you would ever consider going on trips, travel, and explore the world in that way.
Because of my job, I'm very, very, very tethered to my studio. Most of my clients don't like it. Like YouTube for me is just well, I lose money doing it. It is definitely not a money maker for me. It's a side hobby. My main job is voice acting, and I really have to stay available to my clients 24/7. Banana and I try and take time once a year to try and go somewhere. And to me, travel it's a tough one. And I know I know she'd like to travel more, and it's just because I used to see, it's really hard for me when we do travel. And she's like, oh, you should see these. Oh, thank you for the follow. She's like, you should see these mountains, or you should see the view. And it's nice that she's explaining it to me. But a part of me, like, just kind of makes me sad. Like when I'm traveling and I know that there's great views or things to see and things to do, and I can't partake in it, kind of bums me out. And I know that there's joy to be had from it. But instead, I'm kind of focusing on what I'm not seeing. And I'm also focusing on the stress. Like traveling in areas that I don't know that well, it's very difficult to navigate when you're blind. Stephen, unless I'm mishearing you, it sounds like you have an accent. I was going to guess either German or Swiss. Where are you from originally?
I'm German, but I grew up in Southern Africa.
Oh, that's an interesting
and I
mix
live
of
in
accents.
Portland, Oregon.
Okay. What was your first language?
German.
That's funny. I do you know the comedian Noah Khan?
No, I don't.
He's South African, so
Oh.
his mother's from South Africa, his father's from Germany, and he does
Yeah. Trevor Noah.
yeah. He does a bit on
Yeah.
going to see his father for the first time in a long time, and he said he wanted to impress his father by learning to speak German. And at the end of the bit, he said that for some reason the way he inflects is a little Führer-like, and he tells a pretty good joke out of it. You might get a kick out of it being from his area and speaking his language. He tells it well. It's a good bit.
Yeah, I think I've seen that one. It's quite fun.
When I was in a band called Penthouse J, my guitarist was German. His parents were both from Germany, and he encouraged me to learn the words to Du hast from Rammstein. And we used to perform that out loud. Oh. You know what? I don't think I ever got the answer to this from him. I completely forgot to ask all these years. Du hast, can that mean two things? Is this true? Can it mean you have or you hate?
Yes.
Really? So the song is actually a very clever song. Du hast mich, is he saying you hate me or you have me?
Exactly.
And what is your interpretation of the song? Is it hate or have? Or is it ambiguous?
I think it's quite ambiguous.
Well, that's kind of a clever song. There. I can't remember any of the lyrics right now. Du hast mich. No, I can't remember any of it. I had it.
Yeah,
I had no idea what I was saying. Und ich hab nicht gesagt. Whatever I just said there. Did I say anything?
Yeah, I'm not quite sure. But,
It's been a while. Well, I mean, I don't know. Maybe when I get more, I'm honestly still new to like locomoting, getting around as a blind person, and maybe someday if I get more comfortable, for banana's sake, we'll do some more traveling. But right now, we're in our happy little beach town, and we surf.
I mean, I would highly encourage it. I mean, I'm also blind, and I'm into Chinese medicine, acupuncture, that kind of stuff. So I like to travel and go over to Asia, or I actually teach in Europe, and I enjoy the exposure to different things, just doing different things that are not the usual thing, and it's quite enjoyable. And sometimes it's stressful, and sometimes it's okay, but I have to say overall it's usually a fun thing.
Do you travel by yourself blind, or do you have a travel buddy companion partner?
It depends. Oftentimes I travel by myself. Like to Europe, it's pretty easy to travel by myself. I can, but I'm familiar with where I'm going and so on.
Okay. Yeah, that's my fear is going to play. Like I could go back to Boston, I could probably go back to Manhattan, I could find my way around Vegas, places I've lived and been, and I've had experience with trying to travel to new places that I've never been to before. Now as a blind person by myself sounds mildly petrifying. Stevie, thank you so much for the call. I know that my agent's waiting for me. My manager, I keep confusing people, is waiting for me to do this thing, but I'm going to do what time is it? 7:44? 7:44 p.m. I am going to try and take one last phone call, and then, it's not like I'm going to be gone forever. I'll be back tomorrow. 760-517-684. I'm hopping into the phone lines here because we're actually getting some new people. You hear that, Danny? When you're not taking up every line, there's new people on the phones. I get to talk to new people. You're the last caller of the evening if you are there. Hey, who's this? Oh, don't be not there. Come on, person. Come on, person. Oh, no. Is the last caller of the day not going to be there? 3, 2. All right. We'll try one more. We'll try one. I don't want to end on a blow up. That's not fair. 760-517-6844. I'm giving the person a moment to settle and realize that they're going to be up next, because I don't want the last one to be a blow up. Hey, who's this? Surprise. Hello.
It's Danny.
Danny.
Hello.
Is it really you? You're funny.
Yeah.
All right, we can end. Well, you know what? When you get through again, that is a sign. That is a sign that we've cycled through, and I can end the show. So give me something interesting and entertaining. Have you enjoyed my new fancy, crisp camera tonight? Do you enjoy seeing the pores on my face?
I do. Yes, it is very nice.
Can you actually tell the difference, like between the camera I'm using tonight and the one I've been using in the past?
The colors look a little bit different to me. But
Hopefully different is good. I mean, I can't.
not in like a bad way.
Yeah. I was told the first thing that I was told is you can really see the detail on the chicken. I was like, cool.
I have a story from my youth group I wanted to share.
All right, go for it.
At our winter camp, the last night, one of the leaders for our junior high group decided we were going to hold an underground fighting ring in the boys' cabin.
This doesn't sound real.
We used one of the walls, 2 of the bunk beds, and a mattress as the walls, and we would get on our knees to prevent any serious head injury from falling.
Okay.
And we would wrestle each other.
Okay. Was there gambling going on? Were you betting on winners?
Some people were, yes.
What?
Mainly snacks, though.
Okay. Did you win?
But I almost won against one person, but that's not important who won. But after the first round, a dude started trying to act like he was humping another dude.
Okay. Good times. Good.
And the youth leader had to step in and just add another rule of no doing that.
No
and
humping.
Then everyone complained.
What?
So he changed it to no humping without consent from the loser.
And we are done for the... I knew Danny would be good for an interesting story. It's like the opposite of Fight Club. It's like literally the opposite of Fight Club. There is no Fight Club. Danny's in Hump Club over there. Hump Club with consent. All right. All right, then. All right. I have things that I'm supposed to be doing. Let's see, I got so many cameras and stuff around here. I'm excited that the new camera worked tonight. You get to see the close-up of my noggin. You get to see me with the chicken. And then it's actually the old camera doing the side view right now. And I'm glad everything worked. Sounds like it did. Yeah, this is the first time I feel like I sound more mellow than usual tonight. And it's because everything actually worked from a technical standpoint. Outside of the fact that I had to call Banana back from a bomb threat before the show started. That was kind of scary. But yeah, I'm gonna go do some really important voice acting right now, and then I'll be back tomorrow. Look, you can see my eyeballs. I can't see you, but you can see my eyeballs. I'll be back tomorrow. Brooks will be in the place of the chicken. Banana will be in the middle. And until then, thank you, everybody. It's been fun. I enjoyed this one.